What is going on, guys? We are here. We are at the #1 player of 2017 with the best engine sound in the business. Turbopolsa comes in at #1, and I will explain very clearly why I chose him as #1 over maybe his teammates, over maybe someone else. Who knows? But let's get right to it. I'm gonna dive right in. At the 3 most important events of the year, Season 3 World Championship, he was the second best player there. I would put Devo slightly ahead of him, just because of the Devo-like things he did. That's why he got MVP. That's why I voted him for MVP. Season 4 World Championship, he got the MVP. Had a phenomenal series versus Method in the 7-game, really close series. Probably his standout performance, that Game 7, where he completely changed his play style to go for demos, to grab themselves that win. Huge plays there from Turbo. And then E-League was the second best player at E-League, the best player on Gale Force as well. He led everyone in goals and assists per game at E-League. He was by far the best player on Gale Force, in my opinion. And then let's go back to the Season 3 World Championship real quick. He was #3 in assists, #4 in shots per game, #8 in goals per game, and that was with 34 games played. So, like, some of these guys that are at the Season 3 World Championship, they only played a couple games, so, like, their averages could, you know, go extremely high or go extremely low, I guess, too. But to be that high in the list while playing that many games, obviously they won the whole thing as well. Hats off to them for that. And then in RLCS Season 4 World Championship, #5 in goals per game. He led all of Gale Force. #2 in shots per game. He tied with K-Dot as well. So he just had phenomenal performances when it mattered. Sure, he didn't play the regular season or the playoff. Well, he did play in the playoffs and actually was the best player on Northern Gaming in a third-place game where he had 0 practice. But besides that, he did not play at all during season #3. But honestly, did that really matter? No, because when it mattered the most, at the most important event at the World Championship, he performed exceptionally well to come in as a sub on a team and to propel them from a 4th place finish to now 1st in the world. He definitely had a huge hand in that. You can't take that away from him at all. He did beat his former teammate K-Dop as well in that. And then, of course, Season 4, the MVP who gave his medal away to K-Dop. That means he's even more of an MVP in my book. But honestly, what a performance Turbo had. This was a life-changing year for him. He started this year not knowing if he could find a team, so he decided to sub. I assume, like, under the stipulation that he might have to play at the World Championships because they knew Maestro had exams coming up, I would think. But what a year for him to come in what was it, June, I think it was, for the World Championship at the start of June, to come in and wind up winning the whole thing. Then to join this stacked Gale Force Esports roster, get #2 in everything like we said before. And honestly, like, I think Turbo might be the best all-around player in the game right now. He can do it all. He can be a striker. He's fantastic on the walls. He's a great defender as well. I think he does probably slightly more than K-Dop on Gale Force. It's not by much. But I think overall, and of course, at the most important times is when Turbo really shines. In my opinion, I think K-Dop outshined him in the finals in the 4-0 sweep. But this is one of those games, by the way, in that 4-0 sweep. And this is one where Turbo gets a hat trick. So, what can you do, you know? It was an absolute stellar year for Turbo. It was a stellar year for Rocket League. I hope you guys all enjoyed this year. I will be back, obviously, casting in events and all of that throughout the year, so definitely look out for me, and hopefully some of you guys can attend and meet some of these top 10 players, or meet me, or meet any of the casters, or meet the people behind the scenes, production, and all that. It's been one hell of a 2017, and this will be done after the new year has happened, but still, I wish you guys all a happy new year, and I hope everyone had a safe and happy holiday. I'm doing it before the holidays for me, but you'll see it afterwards. But I can't thank you guys enough for all the support that you've given me throughout 2017. And hopefully that continues through 2018. And thank you guys so much. We're going to end it very soon. Turbopolsa definitely, in my opinion, deserves this #1 spot. And honestly, any of the Gale Force players could have been #1. There was plenty of other players that could have been on this top 10 list. Look at that shot. Look at that. Just made that look so easy. Turbopolsa, you are a god. The 2-time world champion. The only 2-time world champion. And they both happened in 2017. How can you not give it to them? And he almost had 2 MVPs. He was literally 1 vote away when we were running for MVP. Devo won by 1 vote. I'm not going to lie, I did vote for Devo, and I believe Devo did deserve it. I even asked Remco after the Season 3 World Championship who was MVP, and he said Devo. So I'm going to say I was right. Sorry, James Bott. But that'll do it. What a year for Turbo. 2-time world champion, 1-time MVP. Best player on his team overall for the year, in my opinion. And what a clutch player indeed. Go shower him with love. He is one of the best in the world. And one of the best personalities, too, in the world. He has a lot of fun in interviews. Has a lot of fun behind the scenes. And I hope to see him plenty in 2018. I hope to see all these guys in 2018. But obviously some of them won't be able to come out to all these events. Because someone has to lose, which sucks. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for the year of 2017. We're in 2018 already. But that's okay. I love you anyway. And here's to a fantastic 2018 in Rocket League Esports. And we'll see you next time. Later.